Is it possible that a single meeting could leave such a deep trace? Could one figure, standing quietly in the middle of a crowd, make thousands of hearts tremble without saying a word? And could a prayer that was never spoken truly reach the one it was meant for? Those questions echoed as the morning light pierced through the thin fog of Shanghai, welcoming the steps of a man who was about to carve a new chapter in racing history. Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to the K-Pop World Channel. Today, we'll dive into something so emotional. Not just about racing, but about a journey, about prayers, and about a bond that can never be broken so easily. The grand finale of the GT China Championship 2025 at the Shanghai International Circuit is not just a competition of speed and strategy. For many, especially the fans, it is a grand stage where dreams, struggles, and silent love find their place. And behind the spotlight, behind the roar of engines, one name keeps whispering in the hearts of the fans: Xiao Zhan. That morning, Wang Yibo arrived in Shanghai with calm steps. His smile was faint, his eyes steady, his posture strong, though the fatigue of travel was evident. Cameras turned, reporters followed, while fans who had been waiting since dawn finally saw him walk through the arrival gate. He spoke no words, just a small nod. But that was enough to warm the hearts of thousands who had gathered there. From the beginning, Wang Yibo's journey in motorsport was never an easy road. Many doubted him. Many dismissed him as merely an entertainer trying something new. Yet, every corner, every lap, every starting line proved them wrong. His dedication, his passion, and his persistence turned doubt into respect. And now, in the grand finale of the GT China Championship 2025, he stands on the edge of one of the greatest moments in his career as a racer. But something made that morning feel different. Not only because this final was so important, but because of the presence of one name that always seems to follow Wang Yibo: Xiao Zhan. He wasn't physically there. No camera captured his shadow. No photo proved his presence at the airport or at the circuit. Yet the fans felt it. They believed that somewhere there was a prayer flowing, a quiet encouragement sent from afar, a silent support that needed no display, yet moved thousands of hearts all at once. Social media instantly filled with emotional comments. Someone wrote, "Seeing Yibo arrive in Shanghai, I feel like there's a prayer from Zhang guiding him. Even if unseen, I know he's there, whether in his heart or behind the scenes." Another added, "Support doesn't always have to be visible. Sometimes the purest things can only be felt." The words spread quickly, proving that fans didn't just see what was in front of their eyes. They felt what was hidden beyond the spotlight. The bond between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan has always been something special. Rarely do they appear together. Rarely are they seen side by side in public. Yet every major step one of them takes, the other's name always lingers in the background, as if the universe never allows them to be fully separated from each other's stories. Now, as Yibo stands at the finish line of this racing season, Xiao Zhan's name once again appears, not as a headline, not as a spectacle, but as a prayer, a reminder that he has never truly been alone. At the Shanghai International Circuit, the atmosphere grew heavier as the race drew near. Fans carried posters, banners, and light sticks. Some wrote special words of encouragement, while others quietly slipped Xiao Zhan's name into their wishes. To some, it may have seemed coincidental, but to those who had long followed these two, it felt like a narrative written without ink, yet perfectly legible. Just before the race began, television cameras captured Yibo's face. Sharp, focused, unwavering. No smile, no exaggeration, just the gaze of a racer ready to make history. Yet, for fans, behind that look was something else. A belief that somewhere, somehow, a prayer from someone far away was reaching him. A person not in the stands, but always by his side. That name, without needing to be spoken, was Xiao Zhan. Engines roared, one by one. The cars surged forward, carrying dreams and hopes. The crowd screamed, but within the noise, there was a silence only true believers could feel. A silence born from prayers, from whispers of the heart, from unspoken support. as if every heartbeat of the engine was a secret language between Yibo and someone unseen, yet always there. For fans, this moment was more than a race. It was a living drama where love, friendship, struggle, and hope blended into one. They weren't just watching speed. They were feeling emotions that no ticket could buy. Every lap, every second felt like a chapter in a larger story. A story involving not only Yibo, but also the figure whose name kept echoing in their hearts. And as the finish line drew closer, every heartbeat grew louder. Would Yibo win? Would he stand on the podium, smiling with pride? The answer mattered, but for many fans, what mattered more was the certainty that no matter the outcome, he was never truly fighting alone. There were thousands of prayers, there were cheers, and there was a silent support that made every step lighter. That night, after the race ended, social media once again overflowed with messages. Some cried in joy, some smiled with pride, and some simply wrote one line: "Xiao Zhan must be proud of you, Yibo." Simple words, yet they carried extraordinary weight. For behind those words lay belief, love, and a bond that never fades. And so, the GT China Championship 2025 in Shanghai was never just about who was fastest, never just about who stood on the podium. It was about a long journey, about courage in the face of doubt, about prayers that were never spoken yet always present, about a bond that surpasses both distance and time. The question remains, was it coincidence? Or was the universe quietly writing its own story? Do unspoken prayers truly give strength? And can a bond that is never paraded in public really survive every trial? Hello, drama lovers, this story is far from over. We have just witnessed one chapter of a much longer tale, one filled with surprises. Let us wait for the next chapter, because who knows what tomorrow may bring. Will Wang Yibo rise even higher? Will Xiao Zhan reappear in his own way? Or will the universe once again bring them together in an unexpected moment? For now, all we can do is keep supporting, keep praying, and keep believing that in every great step someone takes, there's always love and a prayer walking quietly beside them. So what do you think? Did Xiao Zhan's silent support truly reach Wang Yibo in this finale? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned for the next update, only here on K-Pop World.